Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Wow. We just got a report from Charania.
What?
Charania. After sitting the final 18 minutes of the Nuggets' loss, Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr and no longer believes that Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential, sources say. This just broke right now.
What?
This just broke right now.
That is a
Charania.
wow.
And Anthony Slater. Should we even get Slater on? Should we get Slater on?
While you're efforting Slater.
Just get BPA. Get BPA.
I want to hear BPA.
BPA, get
Read
in here.
that again. Sean's is saying what?
So Sean Charania right now.
Word for word.
Well, the headline here, Jonathan Kuminga has lost faith in coach Steve Kerr and doesn't believe he can reach his full potential under Steve Kerr. One source said Thursday night was a straw that broke the camel's back.
I have no ill feelings toward Jonathan Kuminga.
Wow.
So
then that's...
he's actually an empathetic case in this one.
Moody and Kuminga in back-to-back days are coming in talking about they're not happy.
So your number 2 overall pick gone, playing in Detroit. Your number 7 overall pick now is lost faith in the coach, and internally has lost faith with people. And then Moody hasn't played for weeks on end.
So let me tell you something about the Portland game.
What a waste of draft.
Before we get to BPA,
wow.
There's a little rumor I heard. Remember the Portland game I just cited when JK was out of the rotation?
Yeah.
A report like this I heard was going to come out after the Portland game about JK and his representatives. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but he's certainly not happy. He was certainly not happy at that point.
Well, how could he be?
And now, Jonathan Kuminga, again, before we get to BPA, after sitting the final 18 minutes of the Nuggets' loss, Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr and no longer believes that Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential, sources say. I swear to God, you cannot trade JK.
No.
Do not trade Jonathan
Here's
Kuminga.
what I say. Just watch the games. You tell me who's tried harder,
Oh, my God.
JK or Wiggins this year.
Trade JK.
Who has traded?
Who's trade JK?
No, then they can't. No, they're not. They can't.
I mean, if it comes down to either or.
Wiggins, gone. Get Wiggins out of here. Wiggins looks like he doesn't care. What are we talking? JK or Wiggins? Wiggins, take a hike. I'm glad that you had a glass slipper for 5 minutes. Thank you for the title. I'm very appreciative. We squeezed the lemon for every drop, but you were always a lemon.
I want you to call Anthony Slater, see if you can do a freebie for 10 minutes.
Get him out of here.
Get Slater on here right now.
Get Wiggins out of here. Do not trade Kuminga.
See if Slater can do 5 minutes at least.
Do not trade Kuminga.
Get Slater for 5 minutes, see if you can do a freebie. Call Slater ASAP. BPA, what's happening?
What's up, guys? Good news abound, huh? I mean, the problem is now with this Kuminga thing, I mean, not that they were planning on firing Kerr, but they certainly can't, right? Fire Kerr. Now it looks like Kuminga just pulled a Magic Johnson and circa 1982, right? So now it's like you almost have to trade Kuminga now, which is
you have to just make a move.
But the bottom line is it's demoralizing for any organization when the coach says it's a meritocracy, but it's not, right? When the less proven and the younger guys are outperforming the older guys, which is happening, right? TJD is just better than Looney. Pods is better than CP3 or Clay, in my opinion. JK is better than Wiggins. So when it's not a meritocracy, and a coach is honoring sort of prior achievement, sometimes, half a decade in the past. Yeah, it's demoralizing, right? There should be one guy that has a resume that carries the day no matter what. That's Steph. And obviously Steph made mistakes last night, right? But otherwise, it's who plays the best plays, right? That's what it has to be. I mean, it's fealty to Looney, who is basically done as a player. And you're putting Looney in 5-6 minutes left in the game as you're just absolutely giving the lead away. And you don't see it as Kerr or one of his assistants. Yeah. Yeah. That's my take. It's not good.
It's not good right now. Sacramento also announced that Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, Davion Mitchell available for trade.
So they're trying to beat us to the trade market.
I want to get Slater on. I guess Steiny and Guru are going to try to get Slater on. Do not trade Jonathan Kuminga. Please, Dunleavy, Lakeup, figure this out. You cannot trade this guy. You cannot trade all your Wiseman, Poole, now Kuminga? Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, thank God we played Ty Jerome and Anthony Lamb last year, huh? I'm so glad we developed them for the Cavs.
This really sucks right now. This stinks. Adam and SF. I'm so pissed off right now. I can't believe what's going on with my favorite basketball team.
It's gotten late early.
Yeah, it has, Yogi Berra. It's gotten late very early. You screwed over Jonathan Kuminga. We saw it for the first day we went to Sacramento. The first 5 minutes.
I saw this coming last year.
Then I sit next to Mully and D. Wright, and they're like, D. Wright came to the studio the day of the draft. He goes, go get Jonathan Kuminga. He's the guy.
I know.
I sit there with Mully every game. This guy has special talent, dude. Special talent. And you saw it the last 14 games. You saw it last night, and he doesn't play the last 18 minutes. You screwed his kid over. No wonder he wants out. Now you got Moody. Now you got – this is a disaster.
The last time the Warriors franchise chose a coach over a player was Don Nelson over – thank you.
And you didn't make the playoffs for 13, 14 years.
Exactly.
You know, this sucks, man. This really is a disaster right now. This is bad. Wow. Adam and SF. Wow.
Hey guys, good morning. I hadn't been able to call in for a while, and Shasky just wanted to congratulate you and your
thanks, buddy.
Your son. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Some positivity today. I'm so deflated after last night. I was all happy getting to the stadium last night. Got to see Bonte real quick for a quick five to say what's up. Happy New Year. Vibes are good. Warriors are kicking ass. It's looking great. But you guys mentioned earlier in the show that I am not going to discredit Steve Kerr for what he did when he first came. That's ludicrous. He obviously changed this team. But I am going to point to his coaching now and what we talked about a month ago, and that statement that he said that the only way that we're going to win a championship is with the vets. And what did he do last night? He went back to the vets with an 18-point lead. It dissipated. And I couldn't. The whole fourth quarter, I'm watching the lead evaporate. I'm like, why is Kuminga not in the game? The man's 5 for 7. He had that last play he played. He had a 3-point play and got Jamal Murray to get his 4th foul of the game on an and one, and then he doesn't play the rest of the game. It's like, it's honestly like Steve Kerr, like to shout out Willard. What are you doing? Like literally, what are you? It's just like. Are you too prideful? Are you really this in bed with the vets that you just have to let them play to figure? It's like we see it in front of our eyes every day. Podziemski is a player. Kuminga is a player. Trace Jackson Davis is a player. Like, I don't understand why you can't just incorporate Steph and Clay with those young guys, that you have to keep going to the old vets that are continuing to blow leads, turn the ball over. Like that was one of the worst regular season losses I've ever seen in my life last night.
And now you've depreciated the number 2 overall pick to where it was worth nothing, and you paid for a guy that is damaged goods in GP2. And I hate referring to a player like that, but let's call it what it is. The guy's been hurt more than he's been available for the Warriors, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it was an overpay to begin with, given his salary. And then you depreciated the 14th overall pick in Moses Moody. And he's got 0 value. He's a staple throw-in on any deal. And now Jonathan Kuminga, who's shown promise.
A lot of promise.
Got passed over. And I can't.
Well, here's Steve Kerr.
I just can't.
Here's Steve Kerr in this decision.
I can't believe what.
Hold on, let's get the sound here. We got 9 minutes, Shad. If we want to do an emergency crossover, because I would love to hear.
Yeah, get him in. Get him in here. Get Steiny and them in here. Get him in here.
Here's Steve Kerr on his decision to not put Kuminga back into the game. In the fourth quarter, the Warriors were up 18, and they blew that lead, and they scored 4 points in the last 6:51 of the basketball game. Here's Kerr on his decision not to put Kuminga in.
Yeah, he was playing great, and his normal time to go back in would have been around the 5-6 minute mark. And Wiggs was playing great, and we were rolling. We're up 18, 19, whatever it was, and so we just stayed with him. And then at that point, it didn't feel like it was the right thing to do. He'd been sitting for a while, so I stayed with the group that was out there. Obviously, we couldn't close it out.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga talked. Now, the reason why we're bringing it back up is because Charania of The Athletic, along with Anthony Slater, our 95.7 The Game insider, they just reported after sitting the final 18 minutes of a Nuggets loss last night, Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr, no longer believes that Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential. Now, last night, and Zena Cater just came on here, Zita Kata came out here and broke it down very well about Jonathan Kuminga. And she took away some of the quotes that I had to say takeaways from. Was like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised I didn't play the last 18 minutes. It's just the culture here. And there's a lot there. There's a lot there.
Guru.
But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And so
you can't trade this guy.
you can't trade this guy. And now Jared the Guru Johnson joins
Trade
us.
Wiggins.
Emergency crossover.
Get Wiggins.
Emergency crossover.
Get Wiggins.
911. Ring the sirens at. Where's the fire trucks at? Guru, get his mic up.
Okay, tell me
You're the big. You might be
a
a bigger Kuminga fan than me and B.
no doubt, but I can't believe he's doing this. Last week we tried to sweep under the rug. This is not how you go about business. So Evan Giddings goes, it's either Kuminga or Wiggins now after this story.
Wiggins
I said,
gone.
no, it's Kuminga or Kerr. That's how I'm reading the chessboard.
Wow, you know what?
Tell
You may
me,
be onto something.
How do you come back from saying I've lost trust in Joe Shasky? Like, you can't, even if that's true, that's not how you handle it.
I'm just saying right now, who has competed harder the last 3 weeks? Wiggins or Kuminga?
Oh, there's no doubt. It's JK.
Okay.
How does he
You're
not
on
play?
the hook
Yeah.
for 4 more years of Andrew Wiggins and $25 million a year.
Not only that, you're missing one of the most important parts of that contract. A player option in the final year for $30 million.
Yeah.
A player option.
And a guy who looks completely disinterested.
We were just talking about
And
it,
he's
man.
turned back into a pumpkin. He had the glass slipper, and now he's a pumpkin.
How do you think this is going to play in the locker room?
I've got the night off tonight.
Oh,
on
you're
NBC
not on.
But you know what? David Taylor just texted me, and I may have to throw the credential on just to pull up. I may just have to pull up.
Wait a minute. You're going to do like what you did to the Farhan presser? Start asking questions?
Well, I'm not going to risk my chicken.
Yeah, no, dude, we don't want
Andrew
you to do
Bag
that.
really going to be there?
So you two have no problem with him saying Kuminga, what he did last week, the OGs,
been
I'm
here 3
unstoppable, and then you follow up a week later with, I don't have trust in the coach.
been here
Like,
3
he
years.
must know or smell. He must smell something,
He does
man.
smell something. Dude, listen, he was out of the rotation last month against Portland.
Exactly.
And he
And he
saved the
saved,
day.
no doubt.
Saved the day. Now he's had 14 straight games where he scored at least 10 a game. His averages have been better across the board than Andrew
He hit
Wiggins.
Murray
And a lot-
before he left
Yeah,
last
and he got
night.
that was his last play. 3-point play. And
18
Guru,
minutes.
I'm watching it from the tunnel. You know how we
Yeah.
watch in the lab, as you like to say. I think you saw that from me. I'm watching, I'm saying, wow, look at the
hurt.
pacing. That did hurt. I know I had to throw you a jab. The pacing. The hockey assist. I said, wow, look at this young man grow and grow and
was
grow.
popping.
Now, I didn't like last week's talking to, who did he talk to?
Oh, it was Marcus Thompson.
Marcus Thompson.
I couldn't, but
and then he came back in and had 6 turnovers in the first half
That
against
was
Miami.
bad.
I said, that's not a good look, JK. But he bounced back after that. He just wants to play in Florida because he believes in himself.
Yeah, right. But there's a way, Joe Shasky, there's called rank. How you handle business. For him in his camp to do this, you must be like, I'm either okay being out of here or I need a new coach.
Guru, if that was
That's
your
how
son-
I'm reading this.
Guru, if that was your son, you would have done this 2 years ago.
Oh, I used that to Steiny yesterday.
Oh,
Like,
did you? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like it's high school. Like
Yes.
why is Moody not getting in? What's
Exactly.
he doing wrong?
And now here comes Matthew Stein.
No doubt, man.
With the biggest
And
smile
look,
in the world on
you
his
say,
face.
you say all you want about I can't believe he's doing this.
Yeah.
The vets are why they're in the position that they're in.
And okay.
Okay? If Andrew Wiggins was handling business, this wouldn't be a problem.
And
would
I
be a
said,
problem.
God bless
What?
Pajimski when he said we lost because of my energy. I wanted to hug him.
Yeah,
through the
but
TV.
it's like,
Pajimski,
it's not on
Young
you.
Black
Jack
brothers
Harlow.
with 300-400
I know.
is why you lost,
know.
son. I love
He
you.
was hustling. He should have got an and
He's
one
just
on that,
man.
on that transition play. But I mean, come on, dude. Like, what do you expect Kuminga to do? Hey, shut up and stay on the bench
But
forever.
there's a right way to do things, fellas.
Yeah, but last night was criminal.
Yeah.
It was criminal.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Steiny?
I heard you guys.
Emergency crossover.
No.
Emergency crossover.
No.
Dude.
No. I'm happy because Lubman asked Goo to come in, and I was like, okay, go ahead, Goo. And then Higgins like, you should get in there too.
You
And
should call for
I-
both of
I
us.
was like,
No, we called. We said emergency
Okay.
crossover.
Yes,
I need to hear.
Jay.
Believe it. You know I'm down bad. I'm down bad when I need therapy from Steiny and Guru.
I'll be honest.
Steiny.
I'll be honest with you. I was like,
What you prescribed?
I was a little miffed because today I was going to start the show by saying, obviously the Warriors get beat in a heartbreaker last night. It got worse. Kuminga, it's being reported. But Goo, what do you think? And I was just going to let Goo stream of consciousness. Would have lasted about 3 minutes. He would have hit on like nine things. No, seriously. And then we have 9 things to start following up on. So I just was worried that I wanted him to come out guns blazing with me. Anyway.
I don't blame you. What are you feeling?
Well, what I'm feeling right now is a little different than last night, but About what?
Kuminga.
They're okay, it seems
Read the
like. I don't want to
report
speak for him like him saying
No,
this.
because you know what, Steiny?
I understand his point of view.
Steiny covered.
This has been a year.
Yeah, this is. I mean, he gave you crumbs about this after the Lakers series when he said, "I'm going to showcase my talents, and if I don't have a major role, I want out." And you heard about it during the Sacramento series, and then I heard about there were some rumors around the Portland game when he didn't play. He was out of the rotations. Like, you know what? If I'm out of the rotation, send me somewhere. Now I didn't know if that rumor was true, but now I believe the rumor is very true.
Slater did not write that story last night.
No,
he had 90% of that thing done, and he's had it done for a while.
Now that's wow.
And he's waiting, and he was waiting to hit up 3 or 4 sources to say, we got a problem here, don't we? And them to say, yeah, we do.
Well, it's come down to Wiggins or Kuminga, correct?
I don't think they can play together.
No, he thinks it's
Curry Kuminga.
Why don't you believe they can play together?
This is why you have an owner.
Because I wonder, because it feels like they haven't even tried to do it at times. But why do you think that's?
I just don't. I love passers, and I don't think either of them is a great passer. I don't think either of them gets into the lane off the bounce and can kick. Neither rebounds great for their size. Defensively, they're both really good on the ball.
Yeah.
So when they play together, one's playing off the ball, so then that player slips defensively if he's playing.
How much onus is on the coaching staff to fix that, water that?
Well, to me, it's more you need pieces that fit together.
Right.
But what about this element? Let me throw this one at you guys. I don't think it is. It's Kuminga's got to go or else.
No, I don't either.
Because think of how many things they've weathered over the years with just Draymond. Just Draymond.
Exactly.
A 21-year-old who's disgruntled, they'll figure that out.
But never wanting to leave, Shasky. That was just him channeling his emotion. This is, Bonte, I'm telling the teacher I don't trust him.
Yeah, no.
You can't come back from that.
And it's back-to-back days where you had 2 of the youngsters who said, you know what, we want out. Moody's not happy with
Moody's
the DMPs.
How
His
bad do you
camp is
feel
talking,
for him?
and back-to-back days. So they've had crises with Draymond Green, but they haven't had
Not like
players basically
this.
say, I want out of here. It hasn't happened until Jordan pulled a Kuminga.
Yeah.
But then Kevin Durant kind of hit it at it as well in his last year. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
What a gut wrench of a loss.
Don't
and
lose
now
tonight.
this.
Don't lose tonight to the
my
Lakers.
God.
No, seriously, no, you're right.
No,
you're right.
Right.
You don't. No, you know what? This can't happen tonight. It can't be a close game within the last 5 minutes. It cannot be a close game.
Now, Bonte, what are they dealing with
You know what
behind?
Detroit will do? They'll just go right to the block and go into Wiseman.
Yeah. So this is a crisis, right? This is a crisis.
It's been a
crisis.
No, but these comments make it more for the loss now
Draymond
is
Green punched Jordan Poole before the season started. That was a crisis.
right. But this is what does Joe Lacob do here? And
this
this
is
young
where-
buck want to? I have no trust in our leader.
But keep in mind, it's not like Joe Lacob woke up this morning and said,
Exactly.
uh-oh, Kuminga's upset.
Yeah.
They've known this.
All right.
No,
Well, he
no,
didn't know
exactly.
Bob wanted out. Joe Lacob, when he said that at the presser with Bob, we didn't
believe
know
him?
that.
You really think Bob?
I
Joe
believe
didn't
whatever comes out your
it's
pile.
Joe.
I would say this
So
one.
do they all.
What I now believe is, without a doubt in my mind, this is Kerr's final year here.
Okay,
Yeah,
and maybe
no matter
Kuminga's
what.
smelling
He
that,
doesn't have a
Joe.
contract now.
He's
Thanks so much
smelling
for
This
that.
is the final nail in
Steiny
that
and Glue
coffin.
coming up
Smelling it.
in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You